Okay. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, hello. Welcome back to the Triforce Tags podcast. Sorry, we were talking about I'm getting hyped over Astral Cup lobbies. We'll get there though. Welcome back. Sorry, we took last week off. I don't know if we made an announcement actually, but it was we had Twitch rivals going on, and getting ready for snapshots and stuff. But we're here, episode 42, week 41 now. No, not even week 41. I guess it's like we had another week off too at some point. I'm sure.
Yeah, we've had this is our second week off, so yeah. Something I don't know. We're almost a year in, which is fucking wild.
We're taking 2 weeks off in 40 weeks. Shame on us. Shame on us. I think it was for Christmas or something. Actually, the last one, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, something. I don't even remember. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome back. Yeah, we're here. I'm your host, SpicyAppies, as always. We don't have Kevin with us today, but we do have Riley, if you want to say hi.
Hi.
Not Ramkev today, because Ramkev
I am not Ramkev today. There is no nameplate that says Ramkev, so no one can be Ramkev. I'm just Riley.
Yeah, he is getting ready for Astral Cup, which is happening in 2.5 hours. I think it's 7 or 7:30 EST.
It starts at 7 EST.
7,
so yeah,
okay.
in like 2.5 hours from when we're saying these words. Yeah,
that's insane. I'm excited for him and for Ramblin', the two homies who are. I mean, there are always a lot of cool people in there, but
I'm excited for them to perform well. Although I'm down for neither of them to get week 1 cursed.
Yes,
week 1 is hard.
I'm sending them all my energy. It is Same. A weird patch as well, but we can talk about that. Anyways, we'll first talk about we have some other things to talk about today as well. Some pretty important things to talk about. But first of all, we'll talk about our weeks as always. My week's been okay. I am normally not a Mulder. I am never a Mulder actually on stream, right? I feel like I'm a very positive person in general. I have good energy. And then this week, for some reason, like I had to force Swain so I had to get to a snapshot, right? I was top 32, so I'm in week 2 after Cup, that's fine. But I was having like week after week of like this meta where I had to force really broken shit, otherwise I couldn't climb, and I was losing my mind. I was like full mold status. Like I don't think I've been like this, or like I feel better now, but I feel like I hadn't been like that since like the Forgotten patch and the Forgotten meta in set 5, where like I literally couldn't look at the game because I was like, I'm gonna maul out of my mind if I see one more person buy a Vayne one. It's like that with like every unit in the game in this patch.
Vayne 1, the most terrifying unit in the fucking game.
Yeah.
One goal.
That's it. Exactly. But I had a lot of fun today. I actually tried out a new kind of stream today, where I didn't play any TFT. I talked about the game. I tried to explore lines, and I talked about what's strong and discovered basically a lot of discoveries, a lot of thinking that I normally do off stream to prep for tournaments and stuff. I did on stream, and it felt great. People loved it. It was like a popular stream. I didn't play a single game, and it was like 300 people the whole time.
Yeah, so. I know I like randomly tuned in. I was just like on my phone because I was like out doing shopping, so I did not catch the full thing. But we'll say I enjoyed what I caught, and I'm gonna watch that full VOD as part of my prep for Astral Cup. Like, oh yeah, good content.
Yeah, no, I might try to make more of that. Honestly, do it.
It's a niche. It's a niche, and I think like part of. I mean, TFT, it's a lot of people are like kind of the same. It's just their own little twists on playing TFT. But when you have something super unique like that, you kind of just got to run with it. So run with it.
Yeah, I think you can do pretty well. So that's been my week. It's been on and off, but I think it's on right now. How you doing? Loaded question, maybe.
Very, very loaded question. I'll start with the good shit. Because yes, the past couple weeks have been like super up and down. But some good shit did happen in there. Well, we casted Twitch Rivals, so now I have my in. It's the same production company that does Worlds, and I think they're gonna want to hire me again for stuff. I might have my in for like casting bigger shit, which I'm really excited about. This was publicly announced. I'm not leaking anything. I'm also casting Astral Cup, so I'm gonna be yelling about which direction. I'm yelling. There we go. I'm yelling about this dude. Again, I already did a lot of yelling about that dude on Twitch Rivals. So yeah, I got a new tattoo on my ankle yesterday because I had a little one that's healed really badly, and I hated pretty much from the moment it healed. And I got covered up with just like a black band around my ankle. I'm not showing it on stream because no free feet. Also, it's under Sanoderm and leaking ink and kind of looks not... it looks a little gross right now. Twitter will get it in a few days once Sanoderm comes off. Oh God, what else? Started progesterone, which is just, it's part of HRT. And basically what it does, it just like, it develops a lot of the secondary sex characteristics that like puberty would normally do, but like it really speeds them up. Basically what I'm saying is that my tits look fantastic now. Yeah. That's the thing. Emote. That my ass has looked fantastic for a while. What else? I literally have to write all this down. I'm done voice training lessons with the person I've been working with. I met with them yesterday, logged onto Zoom. We were like, "Oh, how have things been going?" And she was just like, "Your voice sounds amazing, and I don't think I have anything left to teach you." So I'm just working on my voice, and I feel good about that. Like I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying that's like I feel good about the tools I have and where my voice kind of is right now, and it's just working on my own and letting it feel more natural. So good things. What else? I started, okay. None of my like week updates have to do with TFT because I like don't play that much. I finally hit D3. But instead of TFT to cope with the world, I started learning how to do Pokemon map randomizers.
Very pog. Very cool.
Pog. So, and I decided to throw myself off the fucking deep end and learn Harkold, which is probably the hardest one because it's just double the map. It is very nuts. I'm having a lot of fun. I think I'm on like my 15th attempt. I haven't beaten it yet. And people normally speedrun it, and I'm not going to be able to fucking speedrun it, but I'm having fun learning it. It's just a giant puzzle. It's also very distracting, which is nice. I feel like, I don't know if I've referenced Leah on podcast. I feel like I have on Twitter, maybe. I don't know. They're now my ex-partner, so that breakup happened like last week, I think. It's okay. It went about as well as a breakup can go. We're still really good friends. We're on really good terms. But I have a new girlfriend from TikTok of all places.
TikTok coming through.
Yeah, TikTok. TikTok is really a T for T dating app. That's holding true. She sent me a boba stuffy. For the audio only listeners, there's a boba stuffy on the screen now. She sent me this like a week after we started talking, and I pulled this out on the Twitch Rivals broadcast on day 2. Just like, yeah, I've just had this stuffy on my lap for like this whole cast, and it's adorable. And I am driving to Maine on Sunday to go see her.
Come to New England.
I have known her for 3 weeks. Lesbians are really something. That's yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. But other than that, well, the other fucking thing, so Roe v. Wade got overturned.
Yes.
And so a lot of us have been feeling a lot of feelings about that.
So we want to talk about this. We are going to talk about this. And so there is inevitably going to be some comment on YouTube or on Reddit or wherever, right? Where they're like, hey, don't talk about political stuff. It's a TFT podcast. Like, stay in your lane, whatever. If you don't want to listen to this, you cannot listen to this. I recommend you do listen to this because, you know, the thing about the podcast and about TFT, at least in how it interacts with our lives, is that TFT is very much a part of our lives, right? So it's very hard to talk about TFT without talking about the rest of the things going on in the world and things affecting our lives, right? So, you know, if you are totally uninterested and you feel like you're totally separate from this issue and you don't want to learn about it all, which is kind of a pig-headed view.
Still listen. I will say this. Like, yes, still fucking listen because it's important. Because
it's worth listening to.
I have talked to my girlfriend a lot about this because she is a Black non-binary femme person. And we're talking today about this, and she was like, even if you are a person without a uterus, even if you are a cishet white man, yeah, guess what? Your rights are still in fucking danger because everything they've been coming after relates to the 14th Amendment, which is the right to privacy. Yeah, cis white men still have like a right to privacy that can get challenged. And there's a lot of, unless you are a rich white landowner, you're in trouble. So even if
that's just like practical, right? Like if you have any sense of empathy as well, like you should be feeling some kind of way anyways. But, and that is say, if you want to watch, if you're just here to listen to TFT, just please stick around and listen to this as well. If you are invested in the podcast, you're invested in the issues in the world. If not, there'll be a timestamp for Astral Cup, but we will talk about Astral Cup as well. But we highly recommend that
and I will say, like,
if
you're like not feeling great and you're kind of burnt out, well, not burnt out, but like your mental health has been like affected to the point where you can't like really listen. Like you can't take listening to much more talk about this. Please feel free to skip ahead. Take care of your mental health first. It's still a very heavy subject, and we don't want to make it worse by forcing you to listen to some talk about this when you just want to listen about TFT and distract yourself. So we'll have the timestamps. Yeah. So
yes, we will talk about Astral Cup. So just go listen to that. Come back.
There will be a TFT podcast in here. Don't worry.
Yes, we'll talk about TFT. Don't you worry, everyone.
As much as I'm really fucking passionate about this, I still want to be talking about this for an hour and a half. I've already talked a lot about this. And also for the inevitable argument of like, oh, this is a TFT podcast. Why this isn't TFT? Like, I exist. That's like honestly the best I can say. And like, unfortunately, as a trans person, my existence is just fucking political. So as long as I exist in the TFT space, politics will be part of the TFT space. So we're going to talk about them.
And it really does affect everyone, right? And TFT, like anything else, is made of people who enjoy the game, people who are affected by the things going on in the world. As I said before, when both of our lives, anyone who is like very into TFT or whatever's life, like the TFT is a part of my life, it's a part of Riley's life, and then it's not the only part of our lives, though, right? And so it is very much affected. Like my enjoyment of TFT is affected by the things going on in the world and my mood because of what's going on in the world, right? And so that is not something unique to me, I will say, right? Like it is what it is. So they are not separate issues. TFT is a game. You can use it as an escape. And again, if you want to go listen to Astral Cup stuff only, go do that. Come back at some point when you're feeling good and ready. But it is not like this is an issue that is not separate from TFT, at least in my mind and in Riley's mind, and I'm sure a lot of people who are listening's mind, and people who feel that this does affect them and it does affect their mental state and they just want and it does, a platform, so we like to use it.
Yeah, and it directly affects everyone. It's immediately directly affects me because when the news came in Friday, I was still in like full on mentally prepping myself for Twitch Rivals mode, and I had the gig to distract myself. And then I kind of like after gig, like, holy shit, I just did that high to distract myself Friday night. Saturday, I spent with a friend. Everything hit Saturday night. And what I mean by everything hit Saturday night, the abortion rights being gone isn't even like what's hitting me because I don't have a uterus. That right getting taken away, that singular thing does not affect me. But the point is the implications for my rights as a trans person, because guess what they came for with abortion? Specifically, they came for healthcare. HRT is healthcare for trans people. And if they can take away healthcare for people with uteruses, they can come for the healthcare that keeps trans people literally alive. And a lot of those implications all hit Saturday night. And it hit the point where I was like, I literally ordered like packing bags from Amazon. Just like, they're basically just IKEA bags, but sturdier. So And so now I have a contingency plan for if I need to leave the fucking country. That is how bad it is. And that is, a lot of trans people feel like it is that bad, and having a contingency plan to dip is completely justified. Even though I live in Philly, which is pretty close to a safe haven. I don't know if they've declared it a like safe city yet for people seeking abortions. Here's the thing though, it's in Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is very fucking unpredictable, and I have no guarantee that Pennsylvania will keep trans healthcare rights intact, and if they do not keep them intact, that Philly will not be affected. So I just have a contingency plan to book it from Philly the second that things are just not safe, and that's fucked that I even have to think about that.
It is like the state of the world right now and the state of the country. And someone in chat just said it best. The scariest thing is the Supreme Court looks like they're just getting started with these disgusting rulings, right?
Oh, it's only getting started. They're coming for literally everything. It wasn't just abortion. They gutted your Miranda rights. You still have your Miranda rights, like your right to remain silent and have a lawyer during police questioning. Like, you don't have to say a word to the fucking police. But the Supreme Court ruled that a police officer cannot get sued for not reading your Miranda rights, which means police officers don't have to read you your Miranda rights. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yep, they don't have to anymore.
Shit.
That the age-old thing of like, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney, yada yada. They don't have to say that anymore. They've literally had to say that since the Miranda case that brought that about.
Do you know what the reasoning behind that was?
Nope.
Just some old white guys in a
yeah, some old white guys and some fucker named Clarence Thomas, who I can't say the next thought on my mind.
Just some old guys who don't get affected by any of this personally, just feeling like, let's make all these rules about how people can live their lives. I guess that's what the Supreme Court is, but they're making very bad rules.
What I will say about how I feel about the Supreme Court right now, I can't say anything on the live broadcast. I can't say what's on my mind. It's dangerous. That is all I'm saying. So yeah, those got gutted as well. And then in his concurring opinion, Clarence Thomas implied they're coming for the right, your right to privacy regarding just having sex. Sex for not the purpose of procreation, marriage equality, and something else, and I don't even fucking remember. There's something else in there. I don't know. They're coming for a lot more rights. Basically, the only one they're not coming for. It's very funny. He did not mention Loving v. Virginia, which is the right to interracial marriage, because he's married to a white supremacist. So,
wait, what?
He's married to some white lady who.
How did that happen?
Some way or another was involved in the January 6th coup attempt.
Holy shit!
Literal white supremacist. And
how do people like this end up at like making decisions for the country?
Because people, the people that uphold white supremacy are not the people in power. It's the barely oppressed that are keeping everyone more oppressed that way. So like black men, cis white women, and cis gay men are the absolute worst at this. They have their single crumb of oppression, and they're going to use that to keep everyone else even more oppressed and just keep the status quo. The system would not be able to work if those groups did not assist. So like people like Clarence Thomas, he's just a black man, but he's going to aid the oppression, because I don't fucking know why. That is how it is. Same with like Amy Coney Barrett, who's a white woman, but just ruled against her own rights. It's so fucked. And that's how the status quo, that is how oppression gets maintained. So like, I mean, I'm over here confused about why the fuck Clarence Thomas and Amy Coney Barrett think the way they do, but I'm not even particularly surprised because they take their crumb of oppression and are just gonna fucking roll with it and just make sure no one else can do a fucking thing. And it's so fucked. Everything is fucked. Everyone's like, we really just rolled back the clock 50 years, and I don't know if it's getting rolled forward. That's the thing. Like a lot of people try to maintain that there's like, yes, progress is going to have steps back, but we're always going to make progress. We're always going to progress towards more civil rights and improvements in people having civil rights. I do not believe a single fucking crumb of that anymore. Like, this country is so beyond fucked that I don't know if the country will recover from that decision and without just a full reset. There's nothing that can fix the system because the system is fucking broken.
Yeah, like, I don't blame you at all for that.
Sorry. The system is not broken. The system is working exactly as fucking intended. To oppress people of color, to oppress anyone who's not a cis man, to oppress any queer person, to just oppress anyone who is not some rich white guy. And that's the principles this country was fucking founded on. Unless you were a rich white landowner, you did not have fucking rights. And they just want to take us back to that. And they are taking us back. And the system is so like, it is working as intended. And there's nothing that can fix it. And there's nothing that will fix it besides the entire system just burning down and resetting. So, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like, as I say, I don't blame you at all for feeling like it's pretty doomed, because I think it's definitely the atmosphere right now, right? The mood of the room, the mood of the country, the mood of kind of the world right now is that there are all these, stuff like Supreme Court just decisions recently, stuff in Ukraine happening, like all over the world. There's just so much shitty stuff happening over and over and over again. In America, I say in particular, is over and over again this year. And in the whole COVID era, like it's just been so many, like just evil things happening, like truly evil things happening, right? That make very little sense to anyone who feels like a shred of empathy for another human being. It's just it feels even as a cis white man, it's, and I'm sure a lot of cis white men feel like this is something that does not affect them at all. Like I'm just gonna keep living my life.
It affects the people in your life, which affects you, and it's not unless you are rich out of your mind and literally in power, you're gonna get fucked eventually. Will it take a little bit of time? Yeah. Are you in line to get your rights taken away? Yes. If you're a cis white man, it shouldn't
have to be a personal issue, though. Yeah, it shouldn't, right? It shouldn't have to be a personal. It's hurting me, so now it's a bad thing. It's the core of the issue.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I don't need to be affected directly to feel like this is just fucking idiotic.
But if you think that you need to be directed, if you think that it concerns you when it's going to directly affect you, guess what? You're in line. How far back you are, I don't know. You're not far off from getting completely fucked. And everyone that also, it pisses me off when people say like, oh, queer rights are next, like marriage equality. Queer rights I've literally already been under attack. There has been a literal trans genocide happening for at least the past 4 months. Like, we talked about it on the last episode Bryce was on, about Texas, basically declaring that giving trans affirming healthcare to kids was child abuse and would be investigated as child abuse. That was like the big trigger of like, okay, this is the easy way to mark the start of it. But there has been trans genocide going on because taking away trans healthcare from trans people is literal genocide. It kills us. Whether it's easy to point to like the suicide rates of trans people, because even when we have our healthcare, they're already higher than non-trans people. When we don't have our healthcare, They're way higher. And the differences between the suicide rates between trans people that are on their healthcare and off their healthcare is a lot. And the people in power know that and are going to take away our healthcare. So we die. And even besides just like the mental health stuff, fun fact, any trans person who has had bottom surgery, they get their hormones taken away, they literally die. There's no like, oh, they're more likely to commit suicide. No, they literally do not have the organ that produces hormones. They have to take medication to just have hormones, period. If I have not had bottom surgery, I feel comfy saying that. I haven't even had an orchiectomy. I still have a thing that produces hormones. If my trans healthcare gets taken away tomorrow, will I be alive in a week? I mean, yes. Yeah. I will still be producing hormones. I need to literally survive. But I have friends that have gotten bottom surgery that if their estrogen gets taken away, they literally die because they no longer have hormones. And without hormones, they will not survive. Taking away trans healthcare is literal genocide. And that's going on. And we have been on the chopping block and actively getting chopped for the past 4 months. Abortion was next, and they're just going to keep coming. And Roe v. Wade was the trigger for governments to just ramp up the trans bans. They came for trans healthcare for kids first. Now they're coming for adults. States are flat out trying to ban trans healthcare, period, even for adults. And we're still being come after. We're not being talked about at all. And that pisses me off so much. And they are coming for everything. Unless you are a literal person in power doing the oppression, if you don't think your rights are gonna get taken away soon, you are fucking delusional. And you need to wake the fuck up.
True that.
Yeah.
True that. I mean, it's as simple as that, right?
Yeah.
They're like, there's so many groups of people, trans people have like the forefront, and now women at the forefront just getting oppressed, very, very obviously, right? But that doesn't mean it ends there.
Yeah.
It
doesn't mean that's all that's happening right now.
No, like exactly.
There's been so much other shit happening, and
the Miranda rights thing. What the fuck is that?
Even in this fight, like all our rights are under attack. Any fucking cis woman who is like, oh, just my abortion rights and that's all I care about. Shut the fuck up. We need to care about everyone here. The fights are all connected, and also like trans women have been fighting for abortion rights basically since the fucking beginning, because we are very aware it's all connected. So,
and that's to say, feel like if everyone just had a little bit of empathy for the person next to them, right? For the people who they don't know, for the people who are being affected by issues directly, then they could take the step to like take some kind of action, right? And the question is like, what kind of action can we take right now, right?
Which, even as the person who is like very passionate about this stuff and like has a lot of opinions, I don't even know what the next steps are, because I'm going to be honest, I have not had the mental energy to go out and protest or even fight, because I've just been so worried about my own fucking rights that I've been at home playing Pokemon and preparing to dip if I fucking need to. That's been my life for the past 2 weeks.
The bag in one hand, the Game Boy in the other.
Yeah, pretty much. So I haven't gone to a single protest. I don't know what the answer is. I'm not qualified. There are people out there who are fighting and know what they're doing and have been fighting this whole time. And really, what you can do is just, honestly, the bare minimum is just stay out of their way. Like, let the people who know exactly what they're doing do the work, and listen to them. Listen to them, and if they're asking you to do something, do it. Just
be ready to help.
Be ready to help. Be ready to help, but do not have a fucking hero complex. Because end of the day,
No white knight.
Not everyone is the hero in this fight. Sometimes you're just going to be answering the phone and in the fight, and that's how you contribute. And you need that. If that's all you can do, it still helps, but you need to accept that as your role in the fight. So you do what you can, do what people need you to do. And if you don't have
the world a
and if you
place.
don't have the capacity to help, even if, especially if you're being under attack, take care of yourself. At the end of the day, if your rights are coming under attack and it's affecting your mental health, take care of yourself. We need you alive. Now, no lie, that's the one that makes me too.
The world is is getting more and more fucked up by the day. So just stay safe, and
we need people alive. We need people alive if we want the world to get back to a semblance of being okay. So take care of yourselves, please.
Yourselves and care about your fellow people. All right. Well, that was Astral Cup.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't expect to cry on this because I got out a cry right before this. Oops.
You're A-okay. You are absolutely
We're okay.
fine.
And you know what? If you need to cope with TFT, cope with TFT. TFT is a great fucking coping mechanism.
It is a great coping mechanism. Just fucking send 18 games in a row, lose 200 LP, and be mad at Mort instead.
True. Actually,
yeah.
Thanks. I needed to get snapped out of that. I appreciate it.
You got it. Smiles. Kiss a homie.
Yeah. Also, we're gonna sun swap to talk about TFT because it's really important to not lose the joy in the world, and that is something I very much have. That's something I've been figuring out. On Saturday, Sunday, I couldn't find a single ounce of trans joy, which has been my whole thing on social media. And then by Tuesday, I was like, you know what? No, we still need this. We still need to live our lives while we're fighting. Even in the worst circumstances, because if we're not living life, then what's the fucking point? So we got some good fucking TFT to watch and play this weekend and next. I'm really excited for this cast. It's gonna be such a good tournament. Part of it, there's 160 fucking people. Oh my god,
it's so many people.
It's so many people.
It's so many people.
We're not even gonna who are we what let's go down the list and let's talk about people. Yeah, let's go down the entire list of 160 people and talk about all of them in an hour. That sounds like a great fucking idea.
I think what we can do, right? So just to set the scene for Astral Cup, it is so historically TFT tournaments, the NA circuit has been one weekend affairs that are 3 days long. Day one for these tournaments like this would be top 160. Day two would be top 64. Day three would be top 32. And be split into 4 lobbies on day 3, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, do you know how day 3 works for this tournament? Is there a single winner for this tournament?
Yes. Oh, yes. There is. So it's day 4. So how it works? So by day 4, they're down to 32. They do 4 lobbies of 8. They play 5 games. After 5 games, they take top 8. The top 8 play 2 more games, and points roll over. And top 4 go to mid-set, and then there is a winner at the end of it. We will have a single winner of Astral Cup, which is so satisfying because the fact that fucking Piltover and Zon had 4 winners was very fucking unsatisfying.
There was the very funny moment on the last Don't Talk You Don't Know for set 6 where Goobums was he was talking about how I won Zon Cup. He was he won Zon Cup and I won Zon Cup and 600 people also won Zon Cup. And that's what it felt like. I feel like so many people won that tournament.
Who else won Zon Cup? Hold on.
It was me, Goobums, Boxbox, Skara, Morthog, Bebe 872.
No. It was you, Robin, Goobums, and I copy Keen.
Oh shit! Oh, Robin. Yeah, Robin and I copy Keen.
Yeah.
So,
but we had 4 people win the tournament, by the way.
Yeah. It's 2 weekends. So the first weekend is tonight. Tonight being Friday, July. God, it's July. Holy shit!
It's July.
1st. Yeah. Goddamn.
Oh wow. It's not Pride Month anymore. Sag. I have to take down the flags now. I'm straight. I'm sorry, everyone.
The last episode for Pride Month. That's so sad.
No.
That's okay. We'll get it at some point.
We will. Every episode is a Pride Month episode as long as I'm on.
True. We take those. Those.
I just remembered this in the middle of fucking nowhere. Announcement. So the Tactician's Crown 2 LAN that's happening in Jersey.
Yes.
I was already going because I won the last one, by the way. I will never let anyone forget that. A retired caster washed up won a LAN. Appies and Ramkev are coming down, and we're gonna finally all meet up, and we're trying to do podcasts live from Tactician's Crown 2, like before the tournament.
It's gonna be sick.
It's gonna be so fucking sick.
Let's talk about that a little more at the end. Let's just get stuff out of the way, and then we can dive into that because that was exciting. That's super exciting.
That's in that announcement in the middle of the fucking podcast.
Yeah, I don't blame you for you. Remember that you gotta spew it out. I agree.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be so cool. We'll get there though. We'll get there. So the first weekend is tonight at 7 p.m. EST, tonight being July 1st, and tomorrow, July 2nd at 1 p.m. EST, I'm pretty sure. And then it's also 1 p.m. EST next Saturday and Sunday, which is awesome, by the way. Goose and I are going to fuck because we're morning streamers. We have to play TFT at 7 p.m. It's going to be insane. Goose and I are just guaranteed top 2 every single lobby we play.
Is it 1 p.m. EST? Because I have in here it's 4.
Or sorry, 1 p.m. PST. It's 4 p.m. PST.
Okay.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry. We get to not play at 7 p.m. I will not be falling asleep in my chair halfway through the tournament, so it's just it's free now.
The real question is Soju fucked? Because it's not a DGen hour. Who?
Well, he streams in the morning these days, doesn't he?
Really? Oh.
I think so, a little bit.
Actual question. Who all is fucked because it's not DGen? Actually, Solus is probably fucked.
Oh, I'm sure like half the field is fucked because it's not DGen hours.
Half the field is so fucked because they're so used to DGen hours.
Kurum's doomed because it's not DGen hours.
Oh, Kurum is doomed. Oh no,
Kurum had to change his sleep schedule.
Dad, no. Oh no.
Robin as well, probably looking kind of doomed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But so the first weekend so the 160 players total, top 32 from ladder get a bye to week 2. A lot of the top players are in that field. I'm included in there, like Ladder God, Setsuko is included in there, Dish Soap, who's been popping ladders, included in there. So there's a lot of people like that, and then like you have a lot like Kyun, Soju, Milk, etc., Goobums, all in that top 32 range. There are some huge hitters, huge people out to bat day one though. Day 1, week 1. So I'm going to say the biggest names for me, the biggest names I think going into this day 1 are, we got Ramkev, we have Ramblin', we have Pokyom, Rob Van Knob, who is always insane, Void Sin, who has been popping off for sets and sets now. Those are probably the biggest names. Contiel probably another huge name as well. These like there are a lot of good players, and we'll get to a lot of the good players, but those are probably the biggest names off Ray as well. And then Ray maybe not performing super great towards the end at 6.5, but Pawnup actually is probably the other big name. So
Pawnup is nuts. Yeah. Ripple Overdrive actually started really popping off. Towards the end of the set, who else is in here? Broccoli.
Broccoli's in there too.
Broccoli's in there too.
Oh my god.
Also,
there's so many big hitters.
Kivix, who won mid-set. Vile, who was performing very well last set and then made regionals. No. There's so many huge names, and
it is gonna be such a slugfest. And then that's just the big names people know, right? There are other names that people know like that are on the come up, right? Big ones that stand out for me. We have Saint, who people know, but he hasn't performed in a while, but he did really well at the start of this set. We have Saint, we have Yubin, who has been amazing for a very long time. Rob Van Knob, same deal. Clear, who I think Gangly said was his prediction for like if there was someone random who won the tournament, it'd be clear because he's had such good ladder stats. You have players like Beppo who have entered a lot of tournaments. And you know, he's looking for this is his big breakout moment. With Dallas, who is coming back to the game after Renzer as well. Holy shit!
Renzer's in there.
Oh my! I copy Keen, who we just said won Zon Cup, is in day one as well.
There's
holy crap.
Triple Eights who Gangly was like calling out. Yiggles,
we have Arrow.
Yiggles, who is actually kind of a tourney monster. Xiao Dian, who I don't know if he's ever played a tournament, but maybe one or two, but he is kind of nuts on ladder sometimes. Who the fuck? Uwu Damn Daniel, who like had a decent performance in a Challenger series and got second at at Tactician's Crown. Like, he gave me a fucking run for my money. Holy shit. There's so many it's
a hard tournament.
Kebijo, who was one of the 4 winners of Nightbringer Cup. Yes, there's top 32 is like filled with like all these names you know and expect, and here's the thing: the names go beyond top 32. They go beyond.
I was gonna say, I think this Parvel person too. I'm pretty sure they farmed me in Nightbringer Cup. I think they just played redeemed every game, and Parvel. I recognize that name in Lobby N. I'm pretty sure that person is they're really good at just like finding comp and one tricking it. And there are some very one trickable comps right now.
Why do I not have the spreadsheet? Hold on. What?
Oh, it should be. It's in chat somewhere. I think it was linked earlier. Yeah, so basically there are a ton of people who are insanely good at the game. Because again, obviously the biggest names like Ramblin', Ramcat, Pocky, probably the 3 biggest names. And you got like Valet, Robert Van Knob, like, you know, all these people who are Kivix, who are just known to be super good at the game. And then it's not like everyone else is free. Broccoli as well, you know, it's not like everyone else is free at all. Everyone is so good.
There's definitely some people in here where I'm like, who Megalol? I'm not gonna lie. But
names I recognize, but
yeah, but it is a stack tourney.
Phoenix as well has done really well in tournaments. If I'm not mistaken.
Spetham is in here somewhere.
Yeah,
and here's the thing: like the top 32, there's a few names in there that like aren't. They like aren't recognizable and quote unquote took spots from the like super big names. They didn't take spots. I'm not trying to imply that they earned their spot in top 32. Who do we have in here that like aren't names people will like immediately recognize? I mean, like Spetham, Taco Bell Wi-Fi.
Top 32.
Taco Bell Wi-Fi was ranked 6th at Snapshot, and he has been like so under the radar, but if you pay attention to ladder, you know that name. Like,
yeah, he's good.
He's insane.
He's sure they are good. I don't know
they're
who they
insane.
are.
Yeah, you're right.
They are good at the game. Big names in top 32.
Yeah. When I did the 1K LP GM run with Squid in set 5, I was wondering, like, is this the highest LP or like biggest LP gain in a day? And I was talking to Pi, and he was like, I mean, Taco Bell Wi-Fi did, I think, 600 LP in a day.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And
goddamn.
Yeah. So that guy's nuts. Spetham, if you watch Fight Night, you know him. If you're really paying attention, you know him, but he's not like a name that immediately stands out. People like Garrett, iLucky, who else?
B-Star, Rain Explosion, all names you know.
Yeah, Emily is popular, but she has never been good competitively. She's a sleeper in this tourney. She has been putting in work. She's been
popping off on ladder. I think she's definitely ranked higher than me right now. She's like ranked 9 or 8 or 9.
She's top 10. She might hit rank 1.
Very good.
She legit might hit rank 1 if Setsuko fucking actually I lied. Setsuko exists. She might hit top 5.
It's hard to pass that guy.
Yeah,
it's hard to pass that guy. I don't think.
Her, iLucky. I'm gonna come back to Rain. Beaster, Amde, and Team Onodera. There's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I need to say, I love this Team Onodera person. I'm pretty sure that's a reference to Nishijo. Wait, not Nishijo. Sorry, Niseko. Which is this super terrible harem anime, or not harem. I guess like harem that like basically like rom-com harem, like he super dense main character doesn't realize all these girls like him, and then like he picks one girl at the end kind of thing, and she loses. Sorry, this girl is the childhood friend and she loses. It's so funny. I really hope that's the other name is referenced to. I watched this in high school. It was like the worst experience of my life because it made me never want to read anything like that ever again. Like as long as I existed. And I have like every time I see this person in my game on ladder, I play 10% worse because I just think about that experience. So I really hope that's what it's referenced to.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so, I really hope.
We have 8 names in top 32 who are not instantly recognizable. We have more than 8 names below top 32 that are instantly recognizable. Mm-hmm. Not everyone who's instantly recognizable was even getting a spot because we have so many good names in this game now because of just the growth and the number of new people that have come up and the number of people who stick around or like come back. Because Bert kind of took some time off and now he's back and he's destroying.
He's so good. He's so good.
Sphinx is like, yeah, he's the same deal. He takes some time off, he comes back and fucking is destroying it. Kurum looked like he was having some motivation issues in set 6, and I do not blame him. But now he's back and motivated and fucking killing it.
Dallas is destroying ladder.
Dallas is back. Like people are sticking around this game, and new people are coming up. So there's such a huge pool of talent right now that this tournament is going to be nuts competitive. It's insane.
You can't skip over Prestevan, the god himself, making top 32.
Prestevan,
he can't get day one. He can't get day one.
I know the meme, but I know this. Oh, P-God's the 7 world champion, and yes, I fucking propagated that on Twitch Rivals. He's nuts. Prestevan actually looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah.
Everyone's good. There's so many good players in this tournament. It's actually fucking insane.
I don't know if he's actually going to perform too well next weekend. Because I think he still needs to shake off some of the tournament nerves. That's just my feeling. But I think he's going to be a monster this set. I think he's going to be a real contender by the end of the set. I think he is going to be in the top 15 on the Don't Talk If You Don't Know power rankings by the end of the set. And people won't have an issue with it.
That's the best timeline, though.
I know. His improvement is insane. Like, he already started out, like, pretty good at the game. And he's just getting better and better. How fast he's improved is blowing my mind. Like, legitimately.
It is definitely insane. It's like, I don't know. It's just so exciting. I don't think... It feels almost like a greatest hits album after set 6, right? Because there was so much talent that came up in set 6. I will... pat him on the back and say that I was in that group of talent that came up in set 6.
Yes, that is objectively correct. Congrats on pointing out a fact.
And so it feels like there's like 2 groups of top players now, right? There's like top players from set 6 who like did really well. There's always also all these players who are like players who have done really well historically, but took set 6 and 6.5 off, more or less, right? We got the Curran, we got Hune. And Milk competed, obviously, but he didn't play a lot on ladder.
Milk was so checked out for most of the set. He just showed up and won regionals.
He just showed up and
that was
shown everyone. But like some of these huge names are back into play, right? And it's so cool. It's like Sox is in form. Like,
when did that happen?
Holy. I've been watching him. I've been playing his games too. He's good. He's good right now. He's really good right now.
Sorry, Sox. You were bad in set 6. Like you were not good, and especially by your standards, you sucked. I'm just gonna be honest.
I mean, he was still better than like almost everyone. He was still okay. Just like compared to like compared how Sox could be, he was not as good as he could have been, right?
Yes. This is coming from I respect Sox as a player. Out of like, I have an absurd amount of respect for that man and how he plays the game. He's back in form. He's back to being Sox.
Oh,
I love this timeline. Next week is going to be insane.
I will say I've been kind of moldy this week and like not super happy with the state of the game, et cetera, et cetera. Talking about all this, holy shit, I am so excited.
I'm so fucking excited.
Oh my god. I okay, as much as I want to say that I would love to just like because I am really excited to watch this weekend, right? I would love. I was gonna say earlier in this podcast actually that I would love to just like somehow be able to just watch TFT full time. You know, like I just get to watch tournaments instead of playing in tournaments. Yeah, right.
Hey, guess what I do?
Because I'm so excited to watch.
I watch and yell about TFT for a living now. It's great.
We take those. I think I've said that a lot this far. I've been saying we take those is. No, that exactly, and I've been feeling like in summary or in anyways. But now like looking at this player list and thinking about playing against all these players, I am so glad I'm a player. Holy shit, this is the best time. I get to play against Peak Sox, like Kerman back in the game, Keen back in the game. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. I am happy for
you, yeah. It's
holy shit.
This is going to be very good from both ends of it.
Yeah. It is okay. Yeah, I have not felt this motivated in a minute.
I did want to shout out Reimplosion because A, congrats on making top 32. B, we got another trans player competing. Yeesh. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Luna competed in set 6, right?
Yes. Luna was in some tournaments in set 6.
Okay, so it wasn't like we went set 6 without someone competing, but I want Rain to make a good splash so badly because it's been we haven't had a trans person make a real splash in competitive TFT since me. Like, I love Luna. Mm-hmm. She kind of did okay. I wouldn't say she made a splash.
For having just picked up the game, I think Luna did really, really well.
Yes, that's really well. That's not to discredit anything she did. I think she performed respectably. But there's a difference between performing respectably and making a genuine splash and looking like you can do something. I want Reimplosion to make a genuine fucking splash because we need trans people represented at the player level as well. Like, I know I'm doing my thing on broadcast. I know I was doing my thing in game before I decided to fucking yell about it for a living. But I've especially since I started casting, I've really wanted someone else to fucking take up that torch of trans players.
Yeah, and Rain is taking it up.
Yeah,
I'm popping off.
I have told Rain I'm going to spotlight the shit out of her being trans on broadcast, and I did ask her permission if she wanted me to, because not every trans person is super comfortable having that being a huge spotlight. But she said yes. So I'm going to hype the shit out of her that she's a trans player and hope she actually does something, so I don't look like I'm just hyping her because she's trans and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, she's been popping off, and I've been seeing her in so many Twitch chats. She's on my learning stream today, asking questions at some point. She's been studying.
She's taking this shit seriously. I love it.
Yeah, she is absolutely on the grind. So I can only expect that she'll do well. Peak Bert too. I forgot about Peak Bert.
Bert is back in peak. There's so many people who are trying their ass off and back in peak form. It's insane.
Oh, I want to beat them all when they're trying. Oh, it feels so good. Holy.
Nubal, rank 13.
Oh, he's playing. Oh my god. Oh. Yes. Yes.
Appy's mind is just getting continually blown by how many good people are playing in peak form.
Oh, it feels so good.
This is going to be
I want to beat them all.
This set as a whole,
I want to beat them all so badly.
Is going to be, honestly, unfortunately, this is probably going to be the most hyped tournament of the set, because as the set goes on, some people are going to start losing motivation. Everyone is motivated right now and in peak form, and they're all going to be trying their asses off.
I wouldn't say I'm in peak form right now, but I will be in peak form now.
Next weekend is going to be some of the most insane TFT I think we've ever seen.
Yes, it's gonna be the Clash of the Titans. Yeah. I am mentally salivating thinking about getting to play against all these players. Holy shit!
I am mentally wet.
I normally don't. Okay, I am a very competitive person. Definitely abnormally competitive. And I normally don't let it show that much, I feel like, but I am
really? You don't let it show that much? That's news to me. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, but that's me not letting it show that much. I am I know you from the down low. I'm very respectful. I'm I'm humble, and I just want to fucking beat everyone, man. I just need to beat everyone. It sounds so fun.
Yes, beating people tends to be fun. Winning is fun.
Holy.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna learn the hell out of the game the next week. Holy shit. Okay. I'm gonna learn the hell out of this game the next week. I'm excited. This is gonna be a tournament. This is gonna be a good ass tournament. Okay, even if I go 8-8-8-8 though, it'll still be fun. Okay, that's just as a player too. Like spectating this tournament. Like this will be some of the most. I think you just said this, but it will be some of the most fun TFT you have ever watched.
I think it's gonna be honestly. I'm just gonna say it flat out. This is gonna be the most fun and most high level TFT we have ever seen, and it's going to be the highest level we've ever seen, and there's going to be so much of it because we have so many insane players right now. That's
at least in the NA circuit. I said maybe Worlds is like a little. Honestly, everyone's gotten better as well.
NA. Yeah,
within NA.
Yeah, exactly. And by day 4 is even with a field of 32, day 4 is going to be stacked and hype as fuck. Honestly, I think with how this format works out, I think we're gonna see like 1 or 2 complete Who Megalols in day 4, and the rest are going to be people at least in some form. There's going to be some like Rainplosion, iLucky, like Spetham, like Dallas, Clear. There's gonna be multiple people in that realm. You're probably gonna have one Who Megalol, like complete Who Megalol, as in who is this? I've never heard of them. I'm not gonna pick one out because I'm not gonna be mean, but there are people in here I've literally never seen their name in my life. You're gonna have like 1 or 2. Other than that, it's gonna be 30 very, very fucking good and known players. That is my prediction. You're gonna see like 2 WHO Megalols, and that's it. And we're gonna get insane high level TFT on the last day.
Look forward to it, everyone. This is gonna be a hell of a tournament.
It's gonna be so good.
Holy shit!
Woo, I'm so excited.
Oh my god!
I get to work with Boop again, which I'm very happy about. I also get to work with.
There's the Pog pair.
Oh yeah. And I get to work with Lemon Kiwi for the first time when I was coaching her at some point, and now it just comes back. She was paying me money to teach her the game. Now we're getting paid to talk about the game together.
That's so cool.
It's the greatest.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's like the cast. I think is gonna be awesome because we had rehearsal earlier, and Frodan and Bryce weren't there, but I was talking to like Boop and Lemon and the production crew. Our working assumption is they're probably going to like be talking a lot about like the super well-established names because I'm just going to say it, those 2 know the well-established names best. Just straight up. Mm-hmm. I think they know the most about those players of anyone in the server. Like they have the most knowledge about what makes those guys tick. All of them. So they're going to have a lot to say about the top players. Boop and I are making it our mission to talk about the lesser known players and like really spotlight what makes them tick. And I think my rationale, part of it is when you're someone who's like coming up and you're in a tournament like this, you want to use that tournament to get your name out there. And part of what gets your name out there is people talking about you. And it does start with the casters. So actually what I have started to do and will be doing for anyone who makes top 64 weekend 2 who's listening to this, you're going to get a DM from me. You're going to get a DM from me asking you about some of your history. If I don't know your history, if it's someone like, I'm not going to ask Soju for his history.
Soju, when did you start playing TFT?
What's your history?
When did you start playing TFT?
Yeah, so I'm going to ask literally everyone what their game plan is this weekend. If they are someone who's not like a big name, I'm going to ask them what their background is, what they consider their play style, what they consider strengths and weaknesses, because I want to learn about every single player that I will be talking about next weekend, because I am determined to have not a single instance of So we're hopping on board with so-and-so, a player we don't know much about. Because that happens so often on these broadcasts. Like, oh, we're in Zon Cup and there's some WHO Megalol and we don't know a thing about them and we're just going to admit as such. I want to learn something about all of these players because that's what matters. And it's a little bit sad when you listen back to the broadcast and you just hear the casters talk about like, oh, I don't know much about this person. Like, okay, sure. Like that is disappointing. And hearing a caster talk about you and like spotlighting you is important. So I want to do that. And Boop and I are probably going to be the pair that talks a little bit more about those like not as well known players that are like kind of like up and coming or just don't have their names out there yet. And it's not like there's not a place like we should also be talking about the well established names. That's what Ferdinand and Bryce are doing, but we're going to have that trade off. And I think that's going to be really fucking cool. And I think the broadcast and the tournament are going to be sick.
Yes, it is going to be an insane weekend. 2 weekends, in fact. Or I guess the broadcast is only one weekend, but it's going to be so cool. I mean, what more can we say? Honestly, just watch the tournament, be hyped for it.
Yeah, as much as I would love to do a let's look at the lobbies and figure out how they're going to go and like make some predictions for who moves on. There's how many lobbies are there?
There's infinite.
16. There's 16 lobbies just for the first 2 games, or just for day 1. Yeah, it is 16 lobbies.
Here's my prediction. I'll get one prediction in. I think, oh my god, with a 0 instead of an O, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into weekend 2.
What's their game 6 score?
It doesn't exist. They just drop out game 5 because they were their 3rd.
Okay.
I guess 8 then, because they just don't play it.
Rename to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. And also, like, Natures has been talking about like the lobbies we're looking at now. We're an hour and a half out from the tourney, and they might not actually be the lobbies that happen because people are dropping out. Apparently, 10 people dropped out already.
Wait, really? 10?
Yeah.
Holy crap!
It went
down. Does
the
wait list that long?
Yeah, the wait list goes down. I think it's 16 people on wait list. Also, Showtime might fucking play, which is the greatest fucking timeline.
That'd be so sick.
God, I'm down for
Showtime wins the tournament.
I'm so down for Showtime to win the fucking tournament. Yeah.
Wait, do you know how deep Showtime is on waitlist?
I think he's next up. Wait, let me check.
Oh, he's gonna go assassinate someone. No. Is it time? I'm kind of down.
Wait, hold on. Let me check because the person above him is Reptar, and I'm pretty sure I saw Reptar in here. Yeah, Reptar's in here. If a single other person drops out, Showtime is playing tonight.
Holy shit. Wait, that is so sick. Okay.
Showtime.
The plot thickens is all I can say. The plot thickens.
Yes, exactly.
If everyone doesn't know who Showtime is basically like P God Jr. in terms of potential.
And being memed on.
Yeah, basically. He's like
the tier list, the NA tier list goes P God, Showtime, 12,000 miles into the earth, and then go another like 5 light years, and then we can start the mere mortal tier list.
But everyone's so close on that anyways, it doesn't even matter because like the distance was so large that everyone's just like this little dot compared to the enormous amount of space between Showtime and the next person.
Apparently Showtime is in. Someone dropped. Showtime. Oh. It's Showtime.
Oh, it is Showtime. Okay,
it's
this tournament is gonna be so
sick. All right, let's fucking go. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh my god. Yeah.
Okay, I am too hyped. I want to watch. I want to play. I want to watch people get beat. I want to beat everyone. It is going to be too fun. Holy crap. A TFT is too sick. It is too lit. Competing is too fun. And we're going to be at Tactician's Crown in a couple weekends.
Yeah.
A few weekends. So, come with that, I guess.
Yeah. I think if all goes to plan, I think we're going to be doing it. So Tactician's Crown, the date is Saturday, July 23rd. So it's in 1, 2, 3 weeks. That'll we'll do I think we're gonna try and do like an hour episode at like 11 a.m. EST right before the tournament.
Like that, yep.
Yeah, so we don't have to get there like too early and stuff, and like we can eat. So yeah, we're gonna do that because
Sweet.
I'm confirmed going and the other two are confirmed going. So we're doing podcast live, and it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be so much fun.
Can you be able to play Melee with Kevin before the podcast in person? Holy!
Oh my!
We should just have we could have Gangly on that week.
I think we're trying to get Gangly on the week before because that's the episode of Hyrule Radio I'm going on that same week. We're doing a TTP X HRR crossover week.
Okay.
So yeah, and Gangly's going to be busy with like TO stuff, so he's not going to have time to be on podcasts. Trust me.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's true. He's going to be absolutely bogged down.
He's going to be running the fuck around. Yeah. So yeah, and we've got an exciting few weeks coming up. I think it's going to be nuts, and I'm down. These next 3 weeks are like huge. Also because I'm confirmed going off and teaching drum corps, and I'll be gone for 3 weeks after Tactician's Crown. So I'm gonna leave these two goons for a few weeks. We need to figure it out, but we might have a guest host just take my place for 3 weeks, so it's not just those two for that long. But until then, we got banger guests next week. Should I just leak guests next week? Actual question.
We can leak.
We're getting Frodan next week. That's It's good.
Oh, and they'll have green hair, so we'll have pink, green, and blue hair.
Oh, he will. Oh my god, that's gonna be so much fun.
Be sick. Sick.
So yeah, we have Frodan next week. We have Gangly the week after, and I'm on Hyrule Radio that week, and then we're live from TC2.
Dab.
We've got a good few weeks coming up, and then
it's gonna be sick.
At some point soon, we also have our year anniversary. We have our 1 year.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's true.
That's not while I'm gone, right? No, I don't think.
I hope not. I mean,
I'm pretty sure it's not because this is episode 41, right?
Yeah, I don't know. Do we do them every single week at first? It's been so long since we started.
We did them weekly the whole time. We just had the 2 weeks off. So 50th episode and our year anniversary. Perfect.
That's sick.
50th episode special.
Okay, that's so cool. Yeah,
that's gonna be so sick.
Insane.
Yeah. So 1, 2, 3
podcast hype.
7, 8, 9, 10. It's gonna be like beginning of September. So
it's crazy. I'll be good this far.
I'll be good.
Sweet.
We really have come this far. What the fuck?
I know. Yeah. So is there anyone in the tri-state area? If you are interested in Tactician's Crown.
Wait, Voitzen is coming to TC.
Oh wait, what?
Okay, this TC2 is going to be stacked because it's got me.
Yeah.
Where's someone put the registration list into? Actually, no, I know where I can find it.
The top 8. I'm pretty sure Pocky's going.
Pocky is going.
The top 8 is going to look like if sure I'll get there, it's going to look like a Challenger Series.
Yeah, for sure. So Ramkev, Appies, Pocky. We mentioned Voidson. Here's the attendees list. Let me scroll through this and see who else is in here.
Who's this Ramkev guy?
For like challenger players, Poppinjung, Uru Damn Daniel, Drowned God, Tay.
Oh, this is so crazy to see people in person.
This is
so cool.
I might not make finals.
I mean, I might not make finals.
Wait, I might be the 8th best player in the Cunningham. I'm pretty sure is a challenger player. So we got. Yeah, I might not even be the top 8 players, like best players. Oh god.
Holy guacamole. This is going to be an insane tournament.
I mean, it's still going to be easy fucking money. You already know I'm going to be the 2-time champion. Easy.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm honestly, I'm going to be off of a 5-hour drive.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to have fun. So I'm not expecting to, honestly, I wouldn't expect myself to win.
These goons are going to be so fucking easy. It's not even going to be fucking close.
I'm down to be free. I'm big down and just be free as fuck.
Honestly, just playing on LAN is so much fun. Like I mean, I'm talking trash. I don't give a shit if I win. I didn't even give a shit that I won the first. Like if I was gonna win the first one, I just won. And I was like, oh, nice.
I think playing TFT on LAN is gonna be so cool. It's so good for the scene to have a LAN event. It's so good. Really big names are going.
I like, and I know like Gangly especially was fucking living for my reactions. Like he was actively tweeting like watching Jirachi on LAN is so much fun, and like some players are gonna be so much fun to watch on LAN.
Oh, I can't wait to watch Kevin on LAN. He gets so anime when he's into
it. pop-offs in person.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, my favorite thing is when Kevin does the glasses push. Have you seen him do the glasses push? And then like. I'm so excited to see that in person. I'm gonna get animate on.
We've got a great few weeks coming up. Is what we're saying.
Holy shit! The next few weeks are so good for TFT.
Yes.
Oh, I am so glad I tried this like learning stream thing today because I might just do that every day next week. Honestly, I'm trying to get real good before I almost said Piltover Cup before Astral Cup. I'm excited. I'm so excited.
I am too.
TFT has big things in the works. No questions actually. So we can wrap it up. So essentially the points of the day: the world sucks. Be kind to each other. Support people.
Take care of yourselves.
Yes. 2, Astral Cup's going to be fucking insane. Pogo. And we're on Tactician's Crown on July 23rd. Saturday, July 23rd. So be there if you want to. If you're in the Tri-State area, it's pretty cool. You can register if you go to Gaggly's Discord or just his Twitter or something.
There are 7 spots open and registration is $20.
Do it. Just do it. Honestly, I'm looking at you right now, person who's not listening to this but watching this. I'm looking you in the eye. Do it. I know you're in the Tri-State area. I follow you. I'm watching you right now. I'm next to your window. I'm looking through your window. Stare. Oh God. Do it. Just register. You won't. Or you? Please do.
That's the only time. That's the only time I will ever do that. Stare that close to the fucking camera.
All right. On that note, thank you so much, everyone, for listening or watching or being in a submarine, listening through a staticky radio 2,000 miles below sea level and in the Indian Ocean. You're the real homie person in the Indian Ocean in a submarine 2,000 miles below sea level. You know, you're also the one who's going to go to this tournament, right? Stare. I'm looking at you. Anyways, thanks for listening. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for our Patreons, as always. We have... Let me see. It's pinned. We have Divine Soph, Nicholas Stro, Cloud, and Happy Paladin. Thank you so much, as always, for supporting. If you're interested in supporting us on Patreon, the link will be in the description down below on anything that you're listening to or watching us on. It does help us create better content, and we can get rewards out there. Yeah, sweet. Pongo. And thank you so much, Jirachi and Mateo, for being great, as always. Kevin's going to fucking kill it tonight in Astral Cup. I'm so excited to watch Perspective.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Everyone who's listening to this live, support him. He's going to pop off. I'm very excited. I'm going to watch him push his glasses up and also pop off, I'm sure.
Like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter. Join the Discord. Yeah.
Follow Riley on TikTok.
True.
Yeah. Also,
at Jirachi TFT.
The Appies TikTok is coming back. So
I'm almost at 4K followers. It's been a month and a half. What the fuck?
Whoa.
How the fuck? Oh God.
It's TikTok time, everybody. It's TikTok time.
Yep. So, take care of yourselves and have a good week, y'all.
Yep. Bye-bye. Bye, friends. Wait, this one.